So the mistake that we previously made is we need to be just running HTTP because we didn't start the server in HTTPS, but HTTP. So if we say gopen, it opens up the server, but we have stopped the server. So let's start the server once more. Now a new server is started. If we say a gopen on this, we see cloudmesh catalog running. If we now we want to test if the stop works, we do a stop. Then the catalog is being stopped. Now, if we say gopen, we should see it's not running. That's good. If we say status, oops, we also see it's false. So let's start it again. Status true. Refresh will give us a new service. So all implemented, start, stop, and info and status all seem to be working. It's now up to you to test this out on Macintosh. And so what we want to do is we want to just do this right now on Macintosh. So I will stop sharing, and you will be sharing your screen, and we will test this out here on Macintosh.
So I need to get the service real quick. I have to download cloudmesh.
Yeah, so you go into CD cloudmesh catalog. No, just go to CD cloudmesh catalog. You simply say git pull. This is how you get the newest version. That's what we discussed earlier today. So now, pip install -e dot. No. Pip install -e dot. Pip install -e dot. And there's a space in front of the dot. This is not Windows. Enter. Okay. You have not activated your Python environment, so you need to say source twiddle/bin env3/bin/activate. This is always important, otherwise you may destroy your machine. Not the machine, but the Python installation on your machine. So now you say pip install -e dot. We just say also, because there's a new version of pip out there, pip install. Just say pip install pip minus capital U. There's no pip space minus capital U. Enter. So then there's no minus. Pip install pip.
Oh.
So this just updates your pip version. So now you should be able to say CMS help, just to see the command. So catalog is there. So now you say CMS catalog info, because you want to start first with something that you know doesn't cause any harm on your machine. So now you say CMS catalog start. And now you say info again, because you should be seeing children. And we don't see any children, so maybe that's different. So now you say CMS catalog status. And so we see that this doesn't work on your computer. So your start and stop method don't work the same way as they work on my computer.
Okay, do you have a Macintosh?
I do have a Macintosh, yeah, and I can try this out later on. But I think the thing for you to do is to inspect the program and try to figure out how to get it to work.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things, can you do an info again? Just use your cursor key up till you find the info command and type in return. So now say kill all is one word. A space Python. I just want to make sure that there's nothing running. So now you say ps minus ax. There should be a space in front of the minus. And then enter. So this thing, can you make it wider? Not over the entire screen, just wider, 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 wider. Can you make it wider? Yeah, all the way over. Not bigger, wider. To the left. Thank you, wider, wider to the left. And now you issue the command again, please. You click on the window, enter. Okay, so now we can actually see if something is in your machine that actually relates to what we are doing. Now you do the same command, say cursor up, and then space, and then the pipe. The pipe is a character. Over the enter.
Over the enter?
It's a bar, a vertical bar.
Oh.
It's called pipe. A space, and then you say fgrep. Grep is REP. And then space, and then catalog, because we do something with catalog, right? We want to see if something is happening, and then enter. So nothing's running. Now change the catalog to capital catalog, because we also sometimes use capital, right? Okay, so now there is a file in your directory called cloudmesh. Say ls.cloudmesh, ls:/.cloudmesh. Always use the space. Don't forget the spaces. .cloudmesh, and you can use a tab character / catalog, lowercase catalog, tab / and then enter. So these are all the files that are being created by the cloudmesh catalog. Now they could have come from a previous implementation. So we want to delete them. So now you say cursor up, Control A, RM, and delete the ls. And then enter. No, don't do RF, just do this. Yeah. And then you forgot the star at the end. So cursor up, star, and then enter. And then you simply say yes. Okay, so now we start the server again just to make sure that that these files didn't interfere with this, right? We start with info first. And then we start with status. See, there's no PID now, right? Because we have nothing running. So status should be the next one. Okay, it's false, that's good. So now we do the start. And now actually something really interesting happened, because something has been started. I mean, we saw this before, but we don't know exactly if it did the right thing or not. So now we do the info and the status command again. So we don't see any children, so something is not quite hopeful and quite right. Now we do the status. And now it says wrong, so there is nothing running. So the start command doesn't work on your machine. So the way this thing is being started up doesn't work. And so one of the things that we now need to be figuring out why it doesn't work. And can you type in which UV corn? and which without space dashes, which unicorn, which space unicorn. So that's installed. So we just double check that this thing is simply there. And so we just have an issue with the start command. So the command you see there, the no hub command, apparently doesn't work on your computer.
Okay.
And
So
then you need to be figuring out what the right command is to start this thing.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. And this is the same problem that the Windows people have. So how do I create this no hub command on the Windows or on the thing? So this may take you a couple of hours. So this is not something that you may be able to solve in a minute or so. Maybe you can, but it took me a while to execute that particular command for Linux. So find that command. And I'm really actually not sure why this doesn't work on the Windows, on the Macintosh. I would have assumed it works. Yeah, I don't know why this happens. One of the things that you can do is you can copy the unicorn command. See the command that you have with the no hub. Ignore the no hub. Copy everything from unicorn on till you find the greater sign. There. This is a test for you to see if this actually just works locally without going through our program, right? So if this thing works, then actually that's pretty good, right? It could also be that you're using something wrong. So now it says address already in use. That's pretty peculiar. You already have something running on that port, so it can never work. The program that I have done previously assumes that you don't have anything running on port 8001.
And I have other classes that are running local servers like Flask and
yeah, you need to kill these. You need to kill them. Otherwise,
I feel like I'm pretty sure I've killed them closing folders and
right now it says this is why don't you find out from Google how to find out if a program or how do I kill a program that works on a particular port?
So if I open folder and I go myself class. So like I've had Flask running, but my Flask server isn't running right now, so I'm not sure why.
Well, again, you need to ask the right question. The right question is not to look into your program, but the right question is to ask Google, how do you kill a process running on port number 8001? So how do I kill a process in Mac OS running on a particular port? There, find and kill a process on specific port on Mac OS. It's highlighted there in blue.
Kill command with the -9 option.
So now you see what you have to do. Sudo ls off -i colon and the port number. So now you go there, sudo, now we copy that command, right? And the port number is 8001. Don't redo the brackets. The brackets means that's where you have to replace things. Enter. So now you see the PID 3006 and the reason this doesn't work is apparently you're running something through a vcom tunnel there, so local host. So I'm not sure what this thing is that you're running there. Maybe our old program but now do the kill -9. And on the process number is 3605. 3605. Okay, now issue the sudo command again. So now you don't have it running. So now remember that we wanted to do a start. So now let's do a start, right? And now we want to have the status of the info, right? So now it has the children there. Now the status, it's true. Now you can say open HTTP open http://localhost 8001. Take the slash, enter. There you are. It works on your machine. Only thing that we have not done correctly is we should have done the ls command. Why don't you punch this into the Slack, and we create a task for this, because we can test before we start the server. We should be testing if the server is already being in use, and then if the port is being in use, and if the port is being in use, then we need to be interrupting it. So now we have verified that the thing works on Macintosh. So the only thing that you really do need to do is having that test. Check before you run it. Yeah, write down, check before you run it. If the port is already used, and then enter 3 quotes, 1, 2, 3. So back quotes next to the 1. 3 back quotes next to the 1. No, that's not a back quote. Yeah. And now in that you pass that command that we just learned, the sudo command. And no. You keep the 8001 because we are having the 8001 right now. Okay. And you should actually put a bracket behind it that's on Macintosh, right? So we don't know if this will work. Yeah, and then killing is obvious, yes. And then enter, just simply. This gives you an 3 quotes closed, 3 quotes closed. 3 quotes, 1, 2, 3, back quotes. And now you say this gives you the PID. And then kill it with this, and then you do the 3 quotes again.
I didn't even think about this.
And now you can use the smaller PID greater sign, so that you know what that means. Just remove the 360 and just PID, yeah, not port, PID. Okay, so now you send this off. Now we know that you can on Macintosh. So now this verified that this program works on Macintosh. So, and I apologize that I didn't think that you were running other things on port 8001. As you can see, this needs to be integrated into the program. So we need to be running ls of 8001 and see if that thing returns something. If it does return something, then we have something running, and then we shouldn't start our thing, but give a meaningful message, simply saying, hey, you're already using port 8001.
Yeah. And then if something is running, you could print out just a short message or something.
Yeah, and then if you want to run it on a different port, we better make sure that the catalog has a port number that we can specify. for the start method so that we can run it on a different port number.
Most definitely.
That's all stuff you guys need to implement. So it's not difficult.
Oh,
This is really easy.
hey, Gregor, I have to run to another class.
Yeah, we are also finished. So let's just,
Yeah.
I'm not yet, let me just stop the recording.